Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Lily Winters is facing a psychological and emotional struggle as she becomes increasingly suspicious of Damian Kane about his true motives. Questions continue to swirl around Damian's purpose in her family's life and whether he is truly a threat to the stability of the company. Lily, a smart and determined woman, will not easily ignore the shady signs she sees in Damian's actions. But the deeper she digs, the more she sees the complex relationships between the parties in her family and the secrets that have yet to be revealed. She knows that if she doesn't act quickly, things could spiral out of control. Meanwhile, Holden Novak continues to cause tension in Audra's life. Although Audra has made it clear that she will only befriend Holden for the sake of digging up information about Damian, Holden is not so willing to accept this friend role. He can't seem to stop feeling a special connection to Audra, and in his moments of uncontrollable emotions, Holden may cross the line. He begins to act rashly, not only putting Audra in an awkward position but also hurting his own self-esteem. Audra, who has always been good at keeping her emotions in check and not letting herself get dragged into unnecessary situations, will face a big test. She realizes that her relationship with Holden may cause trouble for her life, especially when Nate, the person she is building a future with, may not easily forgive Holden's actions. Audra will have to make a difficult decision about maintaining this relationship, or completely cutting ties with Holden to protect what she has built with Nate. However, Audra cannot help but realize that Holden still has lingering feelings for her. This leaves her feeling insecure and forced to face her past. However, Audra does not forget her future with Nate. She promises herself that she will not let anyone, especially Holden, cloud her path forward. Audra will likely have to reprimand Holden directly, warning him to stop and not let things get too far. She will have to deal with the tough but necessary words to keep things from getting out of hand. Meanwhile, Nate will have to work with Audra to make sure that their relationship is not affected by Holden. He accepts that Audra will remain friends with Holden, but if Holden continues to act inappropriately, Nate will not hesitate to defend her. However, the tension lies not only in Holden's actions, but also in the fact that Nate may not fully understand the relationship between Audra and Holden. This will create a major juncture in Audra's love life, where she will have to weigh between protecting her current relationship and dealing with memories from the past. While there may be some warm moments between Audra and Holden, the fact remains that Holden cannot accept that Audra is building a future with Nate. To Holden, Audra will always be the one he can't have, and her choice of Nate will likely make him feel jealous and disappointed. Audra will have to deal with her own inner storms, trying to maintain a balance between the past and the present. She will have to come clean with Holden to stop her actions from hurting herself and those around her. The twist in the story will not only be Audra confronting Holden, but also Lily's continued struggle to discover the threat posed by Damian. Is Damian really a dangerous factor in the lives of the Winters family? Or are they just misunderstandings caused by Lily's insecurities and jealousy? This will be revealed through tense situations as Lily has to make important decisions not only for her family but also for her future and those she loves. With every character facing major challenges in their love lives and work, tensions will rise and their relationships will become more complicated than ever. The relationship between Kyle, Summer, and Claire in The Young and the Restless. In the world of drama and complicated relationships on The Young and the Restless, no one can avoid the collision of love, jealousy, and difficult decisions. The story between Claire, Kyle, and Summer is getting more and more tense and complicated, especially when Claire begins to feel jealousy flare up during a seemingly harmless conversation between Summer and Kyle. Things will change when these feelings gradually become out of control and have a profound impact on the relationship between the three. Claire's jealousy. The story begins when Claire, still new to her relationship with Kyle, discovers that she cannot be completely assured of her place in his heart. Meanwhile, Summer, with whom Kyle has a complicated emotional past and a child with him, Harrison, has always had a special relationship with him, which makes Claire feel threatened. Though she doesn't say it, Claire can't help but feel the strong attraction Summer still has for Kyle, especially since Summer tries to attract Kyle's attention at every opportunity. And the truth is, while Claire tries to solidify her place in Kyle's heart, Summer takes every opportunity to increase her sympathy and connection with him, not only because of Harrison but also because of the feelings that have never completely ended between them. The conversation between Summer and Kyle is not just a normal conversation, but an opportunity for Summer to gain Kyle's sympathy, to continue to rekindle the good memories between them, despite the fact that they are no longer in a relationship. Although Claire is happy to hear that Phyllis, Summer's mother, has recovered from the recent events, she can't hide her annoyance at knowing that Summer is still using her hardship to try to gain Kyle's affection. Claire feels that the relationship is unfair and begins to show signs of jealousy. Victor and the tense warning. Meanwhile, Victor Newman, who has always been the one to direct and regulate the family relationship, cannot stand aside. Although Kyle is romantically involved with Claire, Victor realizes that a harmonious life is impossible if Kyle continues to maintain a relationship with Summer, who he will be tied to for life through Harrison. Victor does not hesitate to issue a stern warning to Kyle, emphasizing that maintaining a romantic relationship with Claire while also sharing parental responsibilities with Summer will soon lead to an inevitable conflict. Victor, with his deep understanding of complex family relationships, warns Kyle that it is not easy to have both sides of the story. If Kyle wants to continue dating Claire, he will have to learn to manage the relationship between Summer and Claire clearly and separately. However, this is not easy, because Kyle is not only attached to Summer through his son, but also because the memories between them have not completely faded. This puts Kyle in a dilemma, not knowing what to do to maintain his relationship with Claire while still protecting his role as a father to Summer. Kyle, sticking with Summer because of Harrison. Kyle is well aware that no matter what, his relationship with Summer will never be completely over. Harrison, their son, is the permanent bond between the two. No matter how Kyle and Summer's feelings change, they still have to share the responsibility of taking care of their son, and Harrison will always be an important factor in their lives. This makes it impossible for Kyle to completely cut Summer out of his life, no matter how his relationship with Claire develops. These complicated emotions and relationships make Kyle feel caught between two worlds. On one side is Summer, the mother of his son, on the other side is Claire, the person he is trying to build a future with. Kyle will be faced with how to maintain respect and commitment to Claire, while maintaining a healthy relationship with Summer for the sake of Harrison. Claire's feelings for Kyle. For Claire, the situation is not easy. Her insecurities are growing as Kyle is unable to completely cut ties with Summer. Claire begins to realize that no matter how hard she tries, she cannot overcome Summer's presence in Kyle's life. This sparks intense jealousy in Claire, and she does not hesitate to express her displeasure at Kyle's continued close relationship with Summer. Victor's intervention, his warnings about the inevitable conflict between Claire and Summer, will only add to the pressure on Kyle. Can he find a way to balance things out to keep Claire's affections without damaging his father-daughter relationship with Summer? Or will the relationships between Claire, Kyle, and Summer finally explode in an emotional clash, with unforeseen consequences? This story promises to continue to develop, filled with unexpected situations and difficult decisions, captivating viewers of The Young and the Restless. In the dramatic and unexpected world of The Young and the Restless, every relationship is filled with tension, doubt, and unexplored elements. The situation between Summer and Kyle is a prime example of how complex emotions can influence human actions in challenging situations. Especially after Phyllis's kidnapping, things start to turn around in unexpected ways. Summer, with all her worries about the current situation, does not miss the opportunity to get closer to Kyle, while Claire, with whom Kyle is trying to build a future, accidentally becomes part of this mess. This relationship may lead to difficult choices and decisions that change the course of the Abbott family. Summer and Kyle, an emotional reunion. The story begins with a meeting between Summer and Kyle, in which they face the recent shocking event, Phyllis's kidnapping. Summer, although having reasons to worry about the current situation, does not miss the opportunity to use this situation to draw Kyle closer. After receiving the good news that Phyllis is safe and out of danger, Kyle feels relieved. This helps him relieve some of the anxiety that has been tearing him apart for the past few days. However, this joy is short-lived, as Summer, like a caring friend, continues to raise concerns about the potential danger posed by the kidnapper who is still on the loose. Summer is concerned not only about Phyllis's safety but also about what the kidnapper might do next. It is a legitimate concern, but Summer's concern easily makes Kyle realize that she is not only worried about Phyllis but also trying to get closer to him. Summer knows that this is the perfect time to ease the tension between her and Kyle, especially since the uncertainty in their relationship is still there. She takes the opportunity to show sympathy and support for Kyle, which further strengthens their connection, but also complicates Kyle's relationship with Claire. However, it cannot be denied that Summer's anxiety, although it may be genuine, may also be just a ploy to prolong her time with Kyle. Summer understands that in the current situation, any attention she shows Kyle will make him feel more comfortable and gradually open up to her. But will Kyle realize that Summer's actions are more than just pure concern? Will he see through that Summer is trying to restore their relationship, even though she and he are no longer in love as before? While Summer is trying to draw Kyle closer to her, Claire, a character who never seemed to be devoted to Kyle, receives special attention from him. She continues to go to Crimson Lights, where emotional conversations often blossom. Claire may be greeted with a warm hug from Kyle, showing the attachment between them. Despite Kyle's many pressures, there's no denying that his feelings for Claire are genuine. This warm embrace not only shows his care but is also a clear sign that Claire still holds a special place in Kyle's heart, despite the challenges their relationship faces. Claire and Kyle's relationship is shaping up to be a love story filled with emotions and challenges. While Summer continues to try to get closer to Kyle, Claire tries to maintain her closeness and affection for him. But can this love survive when so many outside factors come into play? The answer will be determined by the unexpected situations and choices these characters face in the upcoming episodes. Summer and Claire's showdown. The turmoil in the relationship between Summer, Kyle, and Claire will only get more complicated as their unspoken feelings gradually explode. Claire, though unspoken, will clearly feel the tension between herself and Summer, who she feels is always trying to take over not only Kyle's heart but also his life. Even though Claire is the one in a stable relationship with Kyle, she can't help but feel that Summer is always trying to interfere, making her feel insecure. The situation between Claire and Summer could lead to a head-on confrontation, as both of their feelings of jealousy, hurt and insecurity can no longer be kept hidden. Kyle will be caught between two women he cares about, but with Harrison, his son, and Summer on the horizon, will Kyle be able to find a way to resolve the situation without hurting either of them? Uncertain future of relationship with emotions building up, tough decisions will soon have to be made. Summer may be desperate to win Kyle back, but with Claire on the horizon, will Kyle be willing to let things go any further? His love for Claire is being tested, not only by Summer, but also by his own confusion about what is right. Kyle will be faced with a difficult choice. Will he continue his relationship with Claire, with whom he can build a future, or will his emotions and responsibility as a father to Summer blind him? The relationship between the three will never be simple, and the decisions they have to make may change everything, leading to dramatic emotional conflicts on the young and the restless. With complex developments and unexpected situations, the audience will certainly not be able to take their eyes off this story as true emotions are revealed and decisions will lead to inevitable changes. The Young and the Restless has always created dramatic situations where characters are faced with difficult decisions about love, career, and unrevealed secrets. The story between Lily, Damien, Holden, and Audra is a typical example of the intersection between emotion and reason, between attraction and suspicion, between truth and shady intrigue. While Lily questions Damien's motives, Holden puts more pressure on Audra, making things more tense than ever. And in this picture, Tracy cannot sit still and begins to interrogate Alan, asking important questions about hidden motives. Lily and Damien, seduction and deception. Lily Winters, with her sharp intellect and determination, is not easily fooled by charming appearances or sweet words. Still, she couldn't deny that Damien Kane had an irresistible charm that she couldn't help but feel drawn to. He was a mysterious, fascinating man, and the way he handled situations sometimes made Lily stop and wonder about his true motives. Despite her attraction, Lily couldn't forget that Damien wasn't someone to be read. He was a deceiver and a master of manipulation, as his previous actions had proven. Lily couldn't help but wonder, what does Damien really want? Is he hiding something dark behind his charming facade? Lily wouldn't let herself be drawn into a risky relationship so easily. So she decided to confront Daman and directly question his motives. She might say, "Daman, I can't help but wonder, what are you looking for here? Why are you always around me, and are you really being honest?" At this point, Daman will be faced with questions that he can't easily answer. He may smile, be as open and charming as ever, but the truth won't be easy to hide forever. Daman reacts, confidence and vague responses. Daman, despite his cool and charming demeanor, can't hide that he's dealing with a woman as sharp as Lily. However, he's an expert at turning suspicious questions into vague explanations, making it difficult for others to figure out what he really wants. When Lily questions his motives, Daman will keep a straight face and reply with a statement that makes things even more ambiguous. He might say, "Lily, I can't deny that I want you in my life. But my motives aren't evil, at least not in the way you think. All I'm doing is looking for something real, not just tricks." However, Daman's answer only adds to Lily's suspicions. She senses that Daman is hiding something, and doesn't easily believe these seemingly sincere words. With each word he says, Lily becomes more suspicious of Daman's true motives. Holden and Audra, manipulation and tension. While Lily struggles with questions about Daman, Holden Novak keeps increasing the pressure on Audra. Holden, with his control and cunning strategy, has always been a man capable of manipulating any situation to achieve his goals. However, this is not easy when Audra, despite being a sharp and decisive person, still has to face the power games that Holden plays. Audra knows that she cannot let Holden have absolute power in every situation. Although she is willing to cooperate with Holden to find out important information about Daman, she also realizes that Holden will not stop unless she sets clear boundaries. Holden's pressure may make Audra feel uncomfortable, and she will have to find a way to maintain her independence in this relationship. Perhaps, in a tense situation, Holden will try to manipulate Audra again, making her give in or go in the direction he wants. But Audra, with her courage and alertness, will not be easily controlled. She may frankly tell Holden, "I am not a pawn in your game, Holden. If you want my help, we need to work together without any power plays." However, this answer will not stop Holden. He will continue to create situations that force Audra to face a difficult choice between cooperating with him or standing her ground. While Lily and Audra are facing challenges in their relationship, Tracy Abbott is constantly searching for the truth about Alan Laurent. After realizing that Alan has unclear motives, Tracy decides to interrogate him to find out the secrets he is trying to hide. Tracy, with her intelligence and determination, never lets anyone fool her, and she will not let Alan off the hook this time. Tracy will likely ask Alan some pointed questions, demanding an explanation for his recent actions. "Alan, I can't help but notice that there is something off about everything you do. Can you explain more about your motives? Why are you acting the way you do, and what do you really want from us?" Alan, despite his calm demeanor, cannot easily escape Tracy's questions. He will try to come up with reasonable answers, but the more he answers, the more Tracy feels that his words are just a cover-up, and she will not give up easily until the truth is revealed. Conclusion: Intertwined relationships and unrevealed secrets. Finally, the story between Lily, Daman, Holden, Audra, and Tracy will continue to develop with intertwined relationships and unrevealed secrets. Lily will constantly question Daman's motives, and despite his strong charm, she will not easily let herself be drawn into a risky relationship. Audra will have to face Holden's manipulation, but she cannot let herself be controlled. Tracy, with her intelligence and determination, will continue to investigate and find out the truth about Alan. Questions, doubts, and interrogations will be the key that leads the characters to important decisions in the future, and these relationships will never be as simple as they seem.